Excuse me. Can I quit this podcast?
I told Eddie Murphy to stay in college so he'd have something to fall back on. I did great advice.
It's the Peter Bales Show!
I like that. It has a ring to it.
Yeah.
Actually, the show is Stand Up Memories. I am Peter Bales, and this is Jackie the Joke
We
Man.
got a dame. We got a dame
my
for
You
a
got
guest.
a vagina.
We got a tomato. What'd you say?
a vagina.
Wow. I don't have one, but I would love one. And I heard a rumor you have one.
I do.
All right, we're off to a terrific start, aren't we?
Peter has
I am Peter Bales, Jackie the Joke Man, Martling.
Hello.
And our guest you can see sitting right there with us, Theresa Cannistraci Farrell.
Oh my God.
Yes, you can.
Oh
Now-
my God.
No, she's got a great Italian name that a North Shore Long Island wasp is struggling to pronounce. Theresa Cannistraci
That's it. See?
Farrell.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
you.
however, you also have an Italian way of pronouncing it, which sounds wonderful.
Yes.
How-
Cannistraci.
Okay. I couldn't get that in a million
Why
years.
all three
Jackie says
names?
it
You're in
great.
show business. Why all three names?
I know. Well, I'll tell you why. Quite honestly, I'm on IMDb,
Yeah.
and there's already a Theresa Farrell, so I had to put in my maiden name.
So why don't you
So
drop
I
the
go by-
Farrell? Because you already have stuff on the
Well,
Farrell.
I do. I have, so you can find me Theresa Cannistraci Farrell, and that's how people
All
find
right.
me.
I am not on IMDb.
No.
Well,
because
you
they-
should change your name to Cannistraci Farrell Bales.
Well, I would be on it,
you
except they
go.
don't count movies where to see them, you need tokens.
Oh,
That's of course, young people wouldn't even know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
they
might.
Tokens for porn movies.
My God.
All right. Well, you said I'm back in stand-up. Now, what does that mean? Back in you're an actress. I think of you as an
I
actress.
am.
And a podcaster.
I did. Yes.
You're in a different
I
movie
just
like every
finished-
2 minutes.
I just finished just my show. I started in acting when I was young, doing theater, and then
Here on Long Island
no, actually in Queens.
in Queens.
Yeah, Douglaston.
Queens is Long Island.
Well, yeah, that's what they're telling me.
Yeah, there's that battle
Yeah.
rages.
Bayside.
I worked the whole
Shout out to
70s.
Bayside.
The
I
whole
know.
70s I worked.
I know you and I met at Jimmy's Comedy Alley.
No, but I mean,
back
I
in the
worked
day.
in the 70s in Douglas, in a
Oh, you did?
recording studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right next to the
Interesting.
train station.
Oh, okay. All right. So I did shows, and then I got into stand-up comedy in the early 90s. And then I had my daughter in 97. I stopped. And then again, thanks
So you
to-
went into comedy,
I went into comedy.
had sex
Yeah.
with a bunch of people, and wound up getting pregnant.
Well, not really like that, but
Kinda.
kind of, sort of. And what happened was I had stopped when I had my daughter, and then thanks to Bob Nelson, I got back into stand-up 10 years ago.
What did
Yeah.
Bob do?
Bob-
He encouraged you?
Bob was doing a improv. He was doing improv in Huntington, and he said, "I'm looking for comics to come down and work with." And I was the only female comic, I think, that showed up. So I think he did it like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and I
Now,
went
where was he
down-
doing that?
He was doing it at it's like a bar club place that's supposed to be haunted. I don't remember the name, unfortunately.
A haunted comedy club?
It was kind of like a place where people. Well, it wasn't. It was more of a bar where people did comedy and
That's
music.
ringing a bell somewhere.
I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately. I have to ask him.
But that's fun. That's
But it
fun.
was
He got you-
fun.
he
It was
got you
so
back.
much. He did. He got me back. He did.
Well, Bob, of course, has been on our show. He's a longtime pal, and he's
Yes.
out there, and he's amazing.
I'm trying to get him on my show.
Well, use our name.
I will try. I don't know
Okay.
how far that's going to take me.
Do you
but-
have contact for him?
I do.
Numbers.
I have to text him or Trish and say, "Hey, please come to the studio," because now he's doing shows now, like
Yes,
once a
he
month.
is. He's out.
Out.
I
by
worked
him.
with him about a month ago. He's out there and
Yeah,
doing great.
so he's
and
doing it. So
Yeah.
let's get him on and promote.
Let's
those
get him on
shows.
your show,
Yeah,
and then he can come right around the corner
right
and
when
do
he's
our
done.
show, two
Yes,
back-to-back shows.
Absolutely.
I would love that.
I would love it
Let's
too.
figure out a date.
All right.
Get it done.
Now, your podcast, you just did your podcast.
Yes.
Literally just before us. Does yours go out live?
Yes. Mine's live from 8 to 9. every Monday night.
And then we come on 9 to
Right.
9. So you do
Yes.
an hour.
I do an hour.
Well, yeah, you talk a lot.
It's a 55-minute one-on-one interview. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I had you both on as well.
Yeah,
Not at the same time. You had your moments. Yeah.
Jackie and I do a half hour. Sometimes we go a little bit long.
Yeah.
And I get about 45 seconds of that. Come on.
Go ahead, take it.
No. So
See?
come
You
on.
see?
Now we met you and your guest as you were ending your show, and it's just on our mind.
I wanted you to meet him.
Yeah, Jackie asked the question about who she just had on her show.
Oh, I had on Colin Cosell, who is Howard Cosell's grandson. He's an announcer. He's a commentator. He works for the Mets. He works for MSG. He does hockey. He does every sport imaginable you could think of.
Now, a lot of young people out there, you don't even know the last name Cosell. This was somebody who took sports announcing and with flair and character and a sense for the outrageous, he
was
to another
the
level.
Original.
Yeah.
You love him or you hate him.
Yeah.
But you can't take your eyes off him.
Correct.
Right.
Even if you hated him, like Colin said, you still couldn't change a channel.
No, you
That's
couldn't.
great.
No, absolutely.
Now, what are the odds that my college girlfriend, who's from Oak Park, which is a suburb of Detroit, must have had a relative or something who she was on Long Island in Huntington at some family party and sat on Howard Cosell's lap?
Wow.
What are the odds? Was he
I
from Huntington? Or is Colin from Huntington?
Oh, no. Colin grew up in Connecticut.
But where was
Howard went back and forth from Manhattan, and he had a place in the Hamptons.
He did.
Yes.
Okay.
So he stopped in Huntington just long enough for my college girlfriend
Probably. Yeah.
at 8
I'm
years old to sit
sure,
on his
I'm
lap.
sure that story needs context.
It's a good reason for me to text her and say, how's this for a coincidence?
Hmm.
And you know what? We're at the age now where I can send that whole thing to her and she'll write back like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Right.
A guy that I played music with my whole life, every great story that ever happened to us, I ask him about, and forget the detail, say, how about that great time we had in Connecticut? He doesn't remember going to Connecticut, let alone which destroys all your stories, Oh,
Yeah.
But anyway, Howard Cosell was the most famous sportscaster of his time.
He started Monday Night Football in 1970.
Yeah, and comedians would do him.
Yes.
And
Billy Crystal
did
knocked
him.
it out of the park.
Gabe Kaplan. Every comic practically did an impression of Howard
He
Cosell.
talked like this. This is Howard Cosell.
so you met Colin in the circuit?
In the circuit. Yeah. He did stand up for about 17 years.
Wow. And what were you were doing like governors?
I'd be honest with you. I don't remember. It was so long ago. He'd have to remind me, to be honest.
But I'm saying those are the you work in Long Island clubs or East Coast clubs.
Yeah, back in the day.
Do you have a lot of
many.
blackouts like that?
I do.
In life?
Yeah, I do. Not remembering stuff?
Yeah.
A lot.
Any husbands are completely forgotten?
Are you trying to intimate that you fooled around with Theresa and she forgot?
He would never forget.
That's what
I wouldn't forget.
That's what I've heard. I read a lot of walls.
I tried. She said, "Are you
that's
Italian?" I
funny.
said, "No," and she
No.
said, "Goodbye."
Wow.
Oh boy.
So anyway,
Yes.
now you're back for part 2 of
I'm back for part 2.
of
Thank you for having
stand-up.
me back.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, all of your stand-up
here
career.
too.
Of your-
Yes, I'm doing.
So what's different now? What are you talking about? What are you doing that's different now that you're in? I mean this as a compliment that you're older and wiser.
Mm.
What's different about this? The
There's
second
not
time?
much different except there's a lot less clubs.
Yeah.
Now that there
Stage
were
time
back
is tough.
then.
And there's a lot more comedians.
Oh yeah.
There's like
Everyone's a
45
comic.
people trying to go into one lane in the Midtown
Yes.
Tunnel. you know.
Yeah. So it's very saturated. Everyone wants to do stand up. It's like everyone wants to have a podcast too now.
Yeah. When I started stand-up in 1979, being a comedian was like being a fighter pilot. It
Yeah.
was rare.
Yep.
Women were
Yep.
impressed by it.
Mhm.
And now everybody's cousin is doing stand-up.
I distinctly remember working at Mustache Pete's and for whatever reason, on the way there, Rick Overton's a comic's been around forever, said,
Yes.
do you realize there are less comics in New York City than there are brain surgeons? I mean, there are
more.
Wait, more comics
More.
than brain surgeons.
less comics. In other words, as rare as brain surgeons were, there were even less comedians.
That must have been back in the day.
There were, you know,
I got
there
you.
used to
I'm
be
sorry.
150 comics, and now there's 15,000
Yeah.
comics. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, being a good comic is different from being.
But you
a
know what's
comic.
exciting? Star Search is coming back. So now there's another venue for comedians to hop on.
I'm not talking about Star Search.
I think you should at this point. I think you should
Oh,
tell
I'm
that
sorry.
story.
Did I
Howard
bring up a
Stern
bad
said to me,
topic?
in
I'm
all
sorry.
honesty, he said to me, I lost, and I came back. And when I came back and came in on the show, Howard said, I swear, when you went to California to do Star Search, I didn't think we were ever going to see you again.
Wow.
Imagine him give me a compliment like that.
No.
And I lost big time. That was a great experience, my God. And I wasn't in the
How
first
was
one.
Ed McMahon?
I was in the
How was
second.
Ed? How was
I was
Ed?
in the second wave. Remember, they did a whole
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Star Search, and then they decided to keep it going. And I was in the second wave because they had already been through the cream of the crop, you know. And Ed McMahon's daughter, Claudia, actually was at the East Side Comedy Club, and she was one that picks out the acts, you know.
Oh.
And but Ed was a nice guy, but he didn't say two words to anybody. But I can still distinctly remember seeing him standing there like this, and they go 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well,
He was, you know,
Yeah, switch it.
professional, very, very professional.
Flip the
very,
switch.
very professional.
Mm.
But if Star Search comes back, it's different now. There's so many outlets. You know, of course, back in the day, we had Channel 2, Channel 4, 5.
Right.
Here in New York, anyway,
Mhm.
7, 9, 11,
And
and
13.
nobody watched 13 because
Right.
it was.
Yeah.
it was
I think
education.
they should do Fart Search.
Of course you do.
I mean, that's talent.
All right, our standards are dropping here at Stand Up
I
Memories.
do that just to make him crazy.
I know.
Because everything is wrong with that joke.
Now,
Everything you can think of.
who is on your podcast? Comedians, actors?
I have everyone in the entertainment industry, from comedians, directors, producers, magicians, sports people in sports who entertain. Anyone who entertains people, that's who I have.
Did you ever have anybody that plays songs by rubbing their fingers on glasses?
No, but I've seen that.
There was a lady that did that in Huntington, and she was very, very famous.
Mm-hmm.
And she just died about 2 years ago. True story. She wrote the song
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
and she not only claimed to have written it, she had the actual sheet music
Wow.
with that title and her name, and they stole it from her. And she could not go up against the Sherman Brothers and Walt Disney. It was like
Wow.
it
They
was like
stole the song
they
from her?
just outright helped themselves to the song. And you can Google it. It was crazy. And she was as nutty. She was like 100 years old with makeup this thick, and she lived alone. And she was one of these people that did that and was in her heyday, which might have been the 30s. She was, and that's a phenomenal thing to do.
So she didn't copyright the song and they took
I
it.
don't remember the exact story, but I know the people that introduced me to her.
You know
and
what?
it was-
I'll go miles away from that and connect it up. Okay. She got that stolen from her.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right.
Sad.
Listen to this. I'll go miles away, but you'll see the connection. My grandfather in the 1920s,
He wrote it first.
he wrote that song.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. My grandfather in the 1920s had an idea, and he went into the boardroom. He got a meeting and addressed the board of a Hartford life insurance company and pitched an idea for these little booths. These airports are springing up all over the place. We'll have these little booths where before the flight, people can buy flight insurance. And they laughed him They absolutely laughed him out of the room. Get out of here. You're wasting our time. And then 6 months ago, they did it.
Wow.
Go by. And
that is the classic. You think of something and the boss tells you
and
you're
it
stupid.
gets stolen.
We're in a limo and I said, hey, why are we doing a TV show? Why don't we just put cameras in the radio studio? And they all made fun of me. And a few months later, Howard said, hey, I got an idea. We're going to put TV cameras in the radio studio. That show was completely my idea.
Wow.
So give me your grandfather's number so I can talk to him. Yeah, but that's very common in business.
Yes.
I got an idea, boss. Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. They take credit for it.
Yeah.
It's good to be king, Wow. So how good is Colin as a stand-up? Does he still do it?
No. Now he's all full-time, sports commentator, announcer. He's stopped doing stand-up.
So he picked up the mantle of his grandfather.
He did. As a matter of fact, he has 3 Emmys. He won 3 Emmys. His grandfather won 6. So he has a couple of his grandfather's Emmys. So he has his Emmy next to his grandfather's. How cool is that?
I think it's great. How's
so
his hair
cool.
compared to his grandfather?
It's good.
That
It's
was a
good.
little rough.
Does he have
Yeah.
his grandfather's wig
It's
on
good.
top of the
Well,
Emmy?
I actually posted a picture, if you guys watch the show, of Howard holding Colin when he was 3, and he's up at a microphone. So he started really young.
Oh,
And then later on, there's another pic of Howard standing there, and Ali's behind him, just about to pick it up.
Oh, I've
off
seen
his
that.
head.
I've seen that picture. That's a famous
Yes.
picture.
Yeah, because they were best friends, and he liked
Oh.
to break his balls all the time.
That's terrific. You could
Yeah.
now you can place the year for that.
Yeah.
Howard Cosell, and young people just
Google it.
go Google it. Check him out on YouTube.
Google it.
An amazing voice that he had.
Mhm.
He had a variety show, very briefly, a variety show, like
For about
something
2
with-
seconds,
for about 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I
that was the
remember-
one that was for 6 months.
Yeah, and I
before
remember
SNL.
watching it, and I remember the actor that he introduced, the Bay City Rollers. Do you remember the Bay?
Oh,
Wow,
yes.
sure.
SATUY.
Yeah,
DAY.
yeah. I
Yeah.
love it.
And that leader of the Bay City Rollers was the guy that created, what was the name of the worldwide hunger show that was in Philadelphia and also in Australia? Was that
The Worldwide
was that We Are the
Hunger
World?
Show.
It wasn't fun.
No.
It was something aid. But it was like 1985. It was the first one of those ridiculously huge shows that was on like in a billion.
Okay.
What was the guy's name? You know
I
what?
can't-
You know
I
what?
don't
We need to Google things.
It's not
at this
coming to
point.
me. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Who knows?
So Theresa Cannistraci Farrell.
Yes.
That was your father's joke. That
My
sounds like
father's
that's
joke.
that's a dad
Because he'd
joke.
say, it's Cannistraci, but we say, can you scratch it? And I was like, okay.
Okay, Dad.
Dad, yeah.
Come
Dad,
on.
my dad's going to be 91 in
Oh.
March.
She's
that's
still
nice.
scratching, huh?
He's still scratching.
Hi, Pop. I hope you're watching
I
this.
know your dad's going to be 91.
91. He looks like he's in his 70s.
Oh,
and mom's
wow.
going to be 88. So
You
God
got
bless. I'm
both-
so
both your
blessed to
pa-
still
you
have
are.
my parents.
You really, really are.
That's great.
It is great. It is.
These Italians live forever.
And
Yeah.
I figure I got 6 months left.
And you get along great with your parents?
I
And
do.
Your father,
I do.
you get along great
I
with?
do. I love my parents to death. I was there in Queens Friday night. Mom cooked for just 5
I
of
was
us.
just going to say.
5 of us. Do you know what she made? Just 5 of us. She made chicken cutlets. She made chicken thighs.
Okay.
She made green beans, homemade mashed potatoes, salad. But that wasn't enough. She had to make spaghetti, meatballs, and
Aw.
sausage. Yeah.
Aw.
So
Is she
for
is
5
she
of us.
awake right now? Can we go over?
She she probably isn't, but
I'm
Wow.
always jealous when I hear of comedians who have a loving relationship with their fathers.
yeah.
I do a joke, really just for comedians, and they always laugh. What's the first thing one male comedian says to another male comedian when they're about to get in the car to drive for a long 3-hour gig together?
They usually say, "Are you a good kisser?"
No.
No. Oh.
The comic says, "So, do you want to talk about your father first, or should I?" Because
That's how I know I'm not a comic. Like my father and I didn't have a good relationship. but it wasn't one of those psychological things. I just told jokes. He just didn't tell as many as I did. But you guys that actually do, that were into it full tilt.
Well, it was, I couldn't explain to my parents what I was doing in stand up. They wouldn't have gotten it. They grew up in the Depression. They remembered vaudeville.
Mm-hmm.
They remembered, wordplay, Joe. They would have gotten Honey Youngman, but that's the only person they would have gotten. And I remember I'm doing comedy for a little while. My father takes me aside and he goes, I got a joke for your act. And I go, really? And he goes, yeah. I met my girl in a revolving door and we started going around together.
Which is wonderful. That's wonderful. It's horribly wonderful.
It's funny.
And I remember
That's
one of the biggest fights my parents ever had was they had a group of people over to the house, and my father had a line, and then my mother had a line, and my mother did the line wrong, and the
like a setup little back and forth,
the slightly wrong. My father goes to my mother, my sister married an Irishman, and my mother goes, oh, Riley. And the punchline is,
oh, really?
Oh, no, wait. My mother.
See,
I messed it up. I can't. No, my mother.
Such an easy switch.
My sister. The point was, my sister married an Irishman. My mother's line was, "Oh, really? No, but she said, "Oh, really?" Wrong.
Right.
My sister married an Irishman. My mother goes, "Oh, really?" And my father's line is, no, O'Reilly. Okay, that's the joke.
Right.
But it's got to be said this. Oh, really has to be the same way as O'Reilly.
Right.
And my father, it's oh really, not oh really. This is really
this is in front of your company.
Yeah, but he was right. But in front of company, that she's not a comedian. But she needs to say it. Oh really? Like really quick. And
Right,
no,
right.
O'Reilly.
Right.
Not. Oh, really? Can you see how that's wrong?
It was a shock.
Yeah,
It was a shock factor.
But
that it matters.
if you're Abbott and Costello, but if you're a married couple and
Right,
she
right.
gets,
I mean, it was good enough.
Right.
Yeah,
And
really.
you don't need to have it be. I messed
Right.
it up. No, O'Reilly? No. Oh, really?
Do you remember what I did?
I'm
to
under
Brian?
pressure.
Do you remember what I did to Brian Regan? Remember the story?
A comic strip?
I took Brian
Oh,
Regan,
okay.
who's a huge star now.
Yeah.
He's actually swept up at the comic strip and did little tiny jobs around the place. And in return for that, besides getting paid, Joe, the manager, would give him 5 minutes here and there, or 5 minutes here and there. And then eventually he got 5 minutes on a Saturday night, and he was all excited. And I said to him, hey, Brian, it's really cool when somebody on stage does something and one of the comics in the back says something, and it goes back and forth because it's over the audience's head, and it include it's a fun thing.
Right.
And he was like, he loved all us guys because he wanted to be one of the guys.
Right.
And I said, you know what? In the middle of your show, when there's between it, jokes or premises, say, I had a date with Siamese twins last night. And I'll yell from the back, did you have a good time? And you go, yes and no, which is just so stupid. So he's all excited, and he goes in the middle of his act, and he's doing really well to a full house on a Saturday night. He goes, oh, and I had a date with Siamese twins last night. And I yelled, how was it? And there's no answer to that. And I think he's still pissed off. It's been 45 years. I think he's still pissed off, which is just so fun. That's oh really, O'Reilly. That's that's
my sister married an Irishman.
Oh really?
Oh no, O'Reilly. He did it right. Oh really? It doesn't work if you go. Oh really? Comedy is you have to get it right. I mean,
see, he teaches comedy.
I do.
He doesn't do it.
I know.
He doesn't do it.
I do it.
Teaches.
I do it, and
30
I set
years
an
he's-
example.
Why don't you tell him about your college?
Stand-up
30
university.
years he's a comedy professor. I told him, hold up the mirror and teach yourself. Jesus.
Standupuniversity.com. If you're new, starting out, going on stage for the first time, or you're working, you want to punch it up, standupuniversity.com. We'd love to have you.
Can me and Theresa come on?
We
Take the course as a
refresher,
as a duo,
as a comedy team.
as a comedy team.
Well,
We could spend 20 minutes doing Can You Scratch This? Right?
You'd have to split your pay, and that's very difficult.
Oh,
no,
no.
I'm not cheap. I'll give her some of it.
When you think about,
Tell them about your place, about the comedy college.
It's
told
at the
him,
brokerage.
It's at the brokerage right here on Long Island, Brokerage Comedy Club. Standupuniversity.com. I have a partner, Rich Walker. And
you can do it.
You can do it. You know what our motto is?
Don't do it.
That's our motto. Don't do it. Our motto is follow your dream. And I think that's a great motto. And another great motto would be start here, go anywhere. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And the hardest thing is that first step through the door. It takes a lot of guts to go on stage. Every comedian remembers their first time on stage. And it can be so traumatic that they never go on stage again.
Yeah.
Now,
In the very beginning, I got stuck because I followed my wet dream.
The fact that you
I love when I leave them speechless. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
When my stomach is churning and I hear something a joke that can't even be fixed. that you can't, it's not even something you work with, that joke. It's just, but Jackie's very funny. I mean, it's a mistake for me to tell him jokes because I invariably get it wrong.
You can do anything you want.
But there was one time I was telling him a joke and of course I messed it up, and he just folded his arms and he goes, "How many ways can you fuck up a joke?"
I love that. I love that. That's my favorite.
Hey guys,
Hey, here's our producer, Michael Zinn.
Hi.
what's happening? Having a great time. This is great. I'm sitting here laughing my ass off. You guys are at 27 minutes, just so you know, if you want to start wrapping it up. And
Okay.
We'll do a few more minutes.
we could always have
I
Theresa back.
wanted to plug a couple of things that I
We'll
was
do that. Do that.
Plug it.
All
Plug
right,
away.
Okay.
This is Theresa scratching.
Hey. No, I just wanted to let you know that I am doing a series. It's a comedy called Me and My Nuts. And I'll be filming the 3rd episode the end of this month on Long Island, which I'm excited about.
So a series like what?
It's a series. Well, it's a hopefully a TV series. It's indie, so I'm not too sure.
But when
what
you
to
say series, you mean like a sitcom?
it's yeah, sitcom. Yeah.
And the
it's
nuts
funny.
are other comedians, other actors.
Correct. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Yeah. And I actually have a movie right now on Amazon Prime called It's Love Bro. It's a romantic comedy. I play the mom to the lead, and it's very funny, and I'm very funny in it. So
It's
if you get
Love
a chance,
Bro.
It's Love Bro. Yeah, watch it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, that is so nice.
Well, my documentary
so
Joke
nice.
Man
Yes.
is on Amazon Prime, and yours, It's Love Bro.
It's Love Bro. Yeah.
It's a double feature.
There you go.
I think mine is $2.99.
So
What's
is mine.
yours?
$2.99. There you go.
We'll give you a bargain.
$6, 2 shows.
There you go. You sit there all night, watch her scratch, and watch me tell jokes.
And I want to.
What do you got on Amazon Prime,
I have nothing on.
Professor Bales?
I do have something in the 99-cent bin at the dollar store.
Oh, it's not $1 anymore.
No, I know.
They have to call it $1.50 now.
It's more expensive.
Yeah.
But you're always doing stuff and stand up and acting.
Yeah,
and
the
it's just so
acting's
terrific.
really taking off. 2020. My goal in 2026 is to get either an agent or a manager. I'm looking for a Jerry Maguire.
But haven't you done enough that you should easily have a manager?
I know, but
the right manager.
the right manager,
Yeah.
and I do. I need to pivot, and I need to take it to the next level. Because right now I'm going back to LA. I'm filming a movie in LA, and I'm going back in February to finish filming, and then I'm filming in Rhode Island. I'm doing a mob comedy. So I have things going on, which is great.
Now the mob comedy.
It's a mob
now,
comedy.
I get that.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get smacked around by your husband in this.
No.
Is this
I actually do smacking
Really?
with a pan.
Okay.
Oh,
Is this a
yeah.
Paul Borghese special?
No, it's not. This is not. No,
All right.
no. I
And
love
I didn't-
Paul,
no, I
but it's
didn't
not
mean-
Paul.
I didn't mean
No,
that
this
cutting
is-
in any way.
no.
He's brilliant.
I'm working with Omar Moore on Me and My Nuts. I'm working with Paul Tully on a movie called Starving Man. And I'm working with Rob Levinson called Midnight at Atwell's in Rhode Island.
That's
So,
a lot of films.
Yeah, it's 2 films in a series.
Wow.
So, and I've got more to come. I'm putting it out there in the universe, 2026.
Good for
Well,
you.
somebody is.
But I have to get on Law and Order before my dad dies. He said to me,
Okay.
before I die, I have to see you on Law and Order. So I just
somebody
want 5 and under. I just want 5 and under.
Somebody should be able to pull that switch for you.
I don't
easily.
know. I don't know, but
Wow.
I'm hoping.
Hey, we
Wow.
must know somebody from Law and Order. Come on, the whole cast of the whole writing staff of Law and Order.
They're
used to
great
be-
there.
they
I
used to
love
be
them.
huge Howard Stern fans. I sent them all
Oh,
my
really?
tapes and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that started in 1990.
You were on, weren't you on Law and Order?
No.
No?
My
I thought you
ex-wife
were.
was on. It was fun. Do you know about this? Nancy was on Law and Order.
I didn't know that.
And she was in a phone booth talking on the phone for some reason when the lead guy walked by.
Yeah.
All right. But when when it was on TV, it was a close-up of the guy. So it was a blur. We're all around the TV waiting,
The magic of editing.
All right. We got to wrap it up here. But
We're going to get
wrap
you
it
on
up.
Law and Order.
Now-
That is our New Year's resolution.
Oh, I love it.
I got one more joke that my father told me that he thought I should use in my act.
Okay.
And Jackie will know it.
Of course he does.
A guy jumps out of an airplane and his parachute doesn't open and he's falling down really fast. And he's falling down. Another guy is falling up and they pass in the air. And the guy who jumped out of the plane goes, "Do you know anything about how to open a parachute?" And the guy who's going up in the air goes, "No, do you know anything about how to light a gas stove?" Come on. You knew that was coming.
That joke was on my very first comedy album in 1979.
Wow.
And of course,
It's a great joke.
it was,
Yeah.
it was,
I cleaned it up a
it
little.
was a
bit.
bit ethnic the way
Yeah,
told
I
it.
know, but it's still funny. Cleaned it up a little bit.
you clean up all his jokes.
I clean up the show.
You do.
I clean up after his shows when he
Because we
goes-
all know Jackie has a potty mouth.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
All right.
You tell your audience, listen, the later it gets, the dirtier it gets.
That's
Ladies
not
and
true.
gentlemen,
Oh,
you got to plug something.
Thursday night, January 22nd, I'll be at Manhasset Cinemas,
Oh,
which is now a great performance space here on the North Shore of Long Island, beautiful North Shore of Long Island. Come on out, 8 p.m. show. I'm doing hour jokes and then a nice. I've been doing Q&As after my shows.
oh, nice.
Because sometimes I show my documentary or I do my act,
Do you
and
bring your
people still
books?
they have so many questions.
Do you bring your books? Do you bring
I
your
sell my books. I
Good.
I
good.
take pictures.
Get
I,
his book. It's
I do-
amazing.
I shine shoes. I have gone down on. I'll do anything you want. January 22nd, 8 p.m. January 22nd, Manhasset Cinemas. For tickets, go to jokeland.com. Jokeland.com. If you know anybody at Law and Order, get the scratch head over here on Law and Order, and we'll be your best friend.
Yeah.
And
So
take his stupid class.
Yeah, take his stupid class. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. You know what? This has been Stand Up Memories, and I want to thank. Let's get it right and remember it, everybody out there. Theresa Cannistraci Farrell. I
Thank
wrote
you.
it on my card.
Thank you,
here.
Peter.
Okay,
I
got
love
it
you
right.
guys.
I
But
just
got
wanna
it.
tell
mainly,
you.
thank you
I love you guys.
to her and you and me, because we've been fortunate enough to find this incredible space to do our show out of.
Paradise Studios in Massapequa. All your video needs, get it done here. Podcasting, anything else.
And a great open mic on Friday nights.
That's right. And comedians and Bobby, who is the head honcho here.
And we're going to put together some kind of show.
we're
for
gonna
you.
yeah.
we're gonna do a live thing here.
This
Cool.
is such an amazing place, and we hope to see you. Come on out to my show. Come on out to see her, him. Come
That's
around.
the story. Stand up, Marys.
Support live comedy. We need
Yes,
you.
support the
Jackie,
arts.
Theresa, Peter are saying goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Ciao.